I do like Apple products, but I hate Apple products. They do stupid shit sometimes. You know what I mean?
They always do. I don't know
Like
why you
I
guys.
barely moved the mouse, Bill. Just moved it. We're live, by the way. I just barely
Okay.
moved. I just barely moved the mouse, and everything just turned off. Like what? That would never happen with a PC.
No, and the PC is going to last you a little bit longer. It's not going to start shutting itself down after 2 years and make you buy another one. Make you
Well,
want
I
to
will
buy
say
another one.
this. I am happy with my MacBook Pro, but there's a certain things that with the PC. Hey, what's up, Duke? There was things with the PC that I could do that I can't do with this. You know what I mean? And it's irritating.
Like transfer high quality VHS to.
Well, I'm just gonna buy a laptop. They're coming out. I got to get through tax season, and then I'm on it.
You're going to get a whole new computer just to transfer your VHS to.
Well, I want to have a second one anyway for what I can't do with this. Yeah, I mean it's not just that, but why not? I could strike gold like somebody I know. I'm not saying who, and it could pay for itself.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't either. I'm just
that could
saying.
work.
There's people that I know that have put something up and it completely paid for itself. So,
well, you are the big TikTok star around town.
yeah, I know that.
Come in.
I know that 30 or that what was it, 45K for a UPN channel signal or a station ID. That had to piss you off, huh?
Yeah, made me angry. Hey, Matt Bandy's here too. Good to see you, Matt.
That must have just really burned your ass.
Well, let us know. Like those of us who don't know, we're striving for additional revenue like that. What does a short 5-second clip like that, 45,000 views? What kind of revenue does that get you, or is that not okay for me to ask?
You can ask. It's nothing. That creator fund is it's a scam. Like I click on this thing that'll say, okay, since I've gone to the standard that you got to get to be in the creator fund, right? You have to get to a certain 10,000, whatever. You have to have that thing, right? Since I've gotten to that, which was in December, so every video after that should be bringing in some form of revenue, right? Oh, okay, here. There you go. So everything should be bringing in something, right? So when I click on it, it'll tell me your estimated what you've made estimate is like $21 since then, which it's not nothing, right? So then I click on the little button to be like, see a little bit more or something. It has something to it. So I click on that, and then it's like, oh yeah, you got $3.
Oh.
I'm like, oh, so that estimate went from $21 down to $3.50 somehow. Right? Like, what?
I have heard that on TikTok for the creators fund. You got to be like in the millions to get.
Yeah, and you know what? Listen, my expectations have always been very low, very nothing. But when I see what some people have done and I have more views, right, and engagement than somebody that I know that did really well on just one video. Okay, I know I got more. I know my analytics are higher. It's worth nothing. So, like, it's worth $3.50. This other person just put out just got a new Mercedes with his video or her video.
What, on TikTok?
No, on the YouTube. When you compare TikTok to YouTube, you know what I mean?
Well, us Canadians don't even have access to the creator fund, so
you're not missing out on
your
anything. All right, let me pop something in real quick. Are there boobs or anything on Conan the Barbarian? I haven't seen that in a long time.
Ooh, could be.
Yeah. All right, I won't go with Conan then.
I got something radical playing here. You never know what's going to come up. This is a Chris Roberts tape that I've been trying to screen before I send it to him. The Star Crystal movie I finally got working. Still, my top deck refuses to accept it. It spits it out right away.
Really?
But the bottom deck, it did start playing it. So that was good. It is super, super bad. Super bad. The acting is like they pulled the actors from a porn set. because that's what you want. Their acting abilities.
Right. Yeah, that sounds horrible, Bill.
From 1992, Star Crystal. They find this like a star seed or something, and they bring it into the ship, and it spews out some kind of gelatinous material on the floor, and then the thing breaks apart, and there's a crystal inside of it, and the light somehow fertilizes this goo on the floor, and it turned it into, I haven't seen it yet, but maybe this alien, maybe we'll get to see it on here, but you never know what's going to appear, because this movie is bonkers. It's out there. But Chris Roberts wanted it. It goes in the Chris Roberts box because it's extremely valuable, so that goes to him.
What was the name of that movie again?
Star Crystal.
Star Crystal. Man, that sounds like an Oscar nominated kind of flick, huh?
Well, look at the sets. They put a lot of money into that set. A lot of blinking lights right there. Must have all lights blinking.
Yeah. All right. I'm almost ready to get into professional broadcaster mode.
Where is he, in the bathroom? What is he doing?
No, I have to go to the other side of the room to get to the VCR. Oh. Almost died there. Okay, we're good. Whew.
I made a cocktail for today's show.
Man, I should have. This room, I got like 4 weeks of pickups like stuck right here.
I see all the pickups you bring in, and I always wonder what you're doing with all of them to process them. You need a warehouse.
No, what I'm going to do is, I cleaned out my garage, and I got all this space now out there. It's amazing. I should have took a before and after picture, but I'd be embarrassed to show it. It was horrible. It's not well maintained like your garage, Bill. It was bad. It was really bad. And so I cleaned it all out, or about 65% of it out. So I got this space. So this room that I'm in has a full closet of what was, eBay stuff that didn't get processed. Well, now that's going to go in the garage. And then I'm going to have all this open space in this really big closet. I'm going to put more areas for tapes. So all this that's around me will be gone this week.
You're using the garage to process is what you're saying.
Well, I will now, yeah. See, look at all that. See, I can't look at all that. It's just tapes. It's just tapes everywhere, man. I'm surrounded by them. See, look at this. You know what I mean? I don't know how much of this is coming out on this camera here. But
you're just sitting in a little cutout of tapes.
I am.
You should make a chair out of tapes. That'd be cool.
No, I respect the tapes, Bill.
I have tapes used as like just a barricade back here so the cats don't get in certain areas.
Well, see,
your bulk tapes. There's bulk tapes, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Well, thanks for joining us, everyone. Top Spots here. SF98's joining us. Thanks for coming on by. This is the VHS collection where we go through our VHS finds and what we're looking at, what's coming to us, what's in the future for VHS and VHS related stuff. So I'm co-presenter Bill. With me, as always, is social media celebrity Chris Roberts.
Ridiculous.
Who just put out another Retro Nonsense podcast. Don't forget to check that out everywhere you get podcasts. The Retro Nonsense podcast.
Oh, yeah, we are. It's on the year 1996, so we're kind of gonna review some years. We're going to, we're gonna go over the various things that happened in 1990 or 1986. We're starting with like the movies that were out and the hit songs and the popular television shows and cartoons. And then we're going to go over a little bit of big events that happened. Is there a big event that happened in 1986 that come to mind, Bill?
You betcha. The Montreal Canadiens won their 23rd Stanley Cup. 23rd Stanley Cup in 1986. Patrick Roy was a rookie. Cup win, just like that. Goalie of the year.
Okay.
He was so new, he didn't even have a design on his helmet yet.
Well, I meant something important. Like that was the year that the Chicago Bears did their Super Bowl shuffle right on into the win.
I know the Stanley Cup. Like I said, Montreal Canadiens won their 23rd Stanley Cup. So the most winningest
I mean,
franchise.
at that point, who cares, right? That just means there was probably 14 teams in the league at that time. You know what I mean?
The most storied franchise of any sport, Montreal Canadiens.
Yeah, I guess.
No, so why did you pick 86 to start?
Well, we just had to start somewhere.
Okay.
There's no real reason. Just it seemed like a year that why not? Why not? What would you have started with?
Is this the direction of the show to do yearly stuff now, or is it like?
I think we'll have like a one of those things that we go back to, and then we'll mix in other stuff. I guess we could do year per year, but then that's limiting because then it's just like, well, where are you gonna, we weren't alive like you in 1945, so we don't know what happened then. I mean, it would be we have no personal experience with that, so we have to, there's only probably about a good 20-year window that's relevant.
Well, you could slow play the years too. If you're packing 86 in just one episode, that's a lot.
Well, this is 2 hours, so.
What's this tiny drink you're drinking? What is that?
No, I just got really big hands, Bill. What are you talking about? This is a full-size soda. This is a regular size Coke. I'm just a real big.
That's you ever Andre see that? The Giant.
I know. You ever see that Andre the Giant where he's holding that? Yeah, that's what's happening there. Giant hands. No, actually, this is just I wanted to try the. Have you ever drank Coke Zero?
Yeah.
Okay. So they came out with another flavor called Starlight. And the only way I could find it was in these little microscopic cans. So Starlight, it's space flavored. If this is what outer space tastes like, then go ahead and send me there. It tastes pretty good. But when I read it doesn't have it on the can, but on the box, it talked about, I don't know, something about campfire. I think this is basically a s'mores flavor. It has like a hint of marshmallow and chocolate.
America.
You have this in Canada, don't you?
I doubt it. No.
I thought I saw one of your Canadian brethren post this on Twitter, but maybe it was somebody else. I don't know.
Maybe. I try to keep sody pop out of my life because I can go down a deep hole of addiction with it.
It's a slippery slope, and I try to. And see, this is a good thing. So now I'll have one, and then after this is empty, I have a water. So see.
Nice.
And I'm covering both companies. This is Pepsi. This is Coke. So, we're neutral.
All right. Okay.
We're not trying to shut anybody out. We're all inclusive on the show. So,
well, can I show you something I did find last week?
Of course. Let's see.
I was really happy to finally get one at a regular price. I told you I've been looking for these things for a while. VHS rewinder.
Nice.
But they're always like $19-20 for some reason.
Yeah, that's not my experience, but I know what you're saying. People don't know what they're really worth. $5 tops. Unless it's like a rare one. Like there's a rare. I have that. Well, I showed you that clear one that I picked up. I didn't show you?
I don't think so.
I thought I did. Oh, well. Maybe by the end of the show, I'll make my way over there when you're talking.
Well, this had a price tag of $7 on it. I thought that was compromise.
Yeah,
I could at least get that. There was no. I could test it there at the thrift store, but they only had about 7 VHS tapes, and they were all rewound already. One had like a little millimeter of tape to rewind, so I put that in, and it seemed to go and seemed to rewind it. So I thought it was good enough to try.
I don't know.
Of course, I get it home. It doesn't work.
What?
Yeah, it doesn't work. Just a lot of roaring sound.
No. Let me tell you, even when you get any sort of rewinder, my recommendation would be stick around while it's rewinding, and before you get to the end of the tape, stop it and just finish.
How could this not work? It was even inspected by this guy.
China.
In China.
Right. Well,
had an inspector.
Anyways, the recommendation I have is don't set it and forget it. Don't let them pop, because even if it's a good working and everything's running well on the rewinder, it could pop it off the reel, which it's not that hard of a fix, but it's it's not easy either. You got to do stuff. So
we could talk about. We did get a comment on last episode about this very thing.
About what? About
rewinders.
Yeah, we had VHS Mikey on here, and he's a collector.
That's right. Oh yeah, we should say thank you to VHS Mikey for
absolutely
on last.
That was awesome, episode. Man. It was a great time with Mike.
We had a comment from a commenter from a viewer about the best VHS rewinder you can find, and I don't know, is that handy for you to call up, or
you want me to Google the best rewinder?
No, on our comment on our last video. Just open up the last video.
Oh, okay. And scroll through all the comments?
Scroll through all the comments. He left he worked at this rental place that invested in this like $5,000 rewinder, which not only rewound it, but it also inspected the tape, cleaned the tape, and made sure that it didn't end abruptly or anything like that. It was
okay, here we go. The best rewinder is a tape check machine. I have the tape check 480. It'll preserve your tapes for as long as possible and keep them playing like brand new. It tightens the reel back to factory tension. Wow. Since tape reels actually loosen over time, it scratches. Oh, it scrapes all the dirt, dust, debris, and mold off of the reel by rubbing it against a super rigorous, sharp sapphire. Boy, this is a lot of stuff. Sapphire bushing blade. Like, come on, man. That's a lot to write.
Well, thank you for the comment, though.
Well, no. I'm not trying to knock you, get real, but that's a lot. That's a mouthful there. It also detects the start and end of each and stops rewinding or fast forwarding before reaching in the end. So because that's part of the problem. They'll go all the way to the end, and if you have a good tape, if it's new or something, or if everything's stable, it'll pop up just fine. And sometimes they don't pop up, and you can hear the motor just kind of pause, like, and you got to go hit eject. Problem is sometimes, for whatever reason, the end of your tape is fragile or just loose or something, it'll pop it right out. Oh, that's really cool. And then you got to take the tape apart and put it back on the reel, which isn't really that hard, but it can be intimidating for somebody. $7,000. Wow. Mm-hmm. I don't think I'm going to own one unless I get lucky. So this guy's a high roller. It counts the number of defects, so that's cool. So this is like a legitimate dude in the tape community. Hey, buddy, if you ever want to come on, get real. I think he missed an opportunity though. He spelt it REAL. He should have went REEL, right? Did I lose you, Bill?
Yeah. And I told him, even in broadcasting, we would never invest in that kind of equipment. That's just insane. An archivist would definitely need that. If your only copy of, say, the Bob Dylan 60 Minutes on VHS, then you would need something special like that. But in TV, if we had any kind of defect on a tape, we would just chuck it and order a new copy from the distributor.
Wow, I don't know if that's my internet or yours, man, but I heard like 3 words out of what you just said. But that's you. Okay.
You're going all pixelated, right, chat? Help me out. It's Chris Roberts, right? You got to spend some of that TikTok money on the faster internet.
I'm in the country, Bill. It doesn't work that way. So you saying it's me? Because I can restart real quick.
Well, on my side, it is you looking bad, but you never know what the audience sees. Yeah, Top Spot heard everything. You're blocky and pixelated.
Yeah, but on my side, I look fine. It's weird. All right. Well, I'll try undoing this. You go ahead and talk, and I'll be back in a minute.
Great. Okay.
I mean, I don't know what else to do. Like, if you're saying it's my side, it's not fixing. So
He is a
I'll
top
be
shot
back.
saying you're a little blurry. So yeah, go ahead, do a quick reset. There he goes. Whew. Finally got rid of that guy. Got rid of the dead weight out of there. That's for sure. Now we can get on to some good stuff. I want to say thank you to VHS Mikey for making an appearance last week on the episode. If you haven't seen that, definitely check out the previous episode to this. VHS Mikey is insane VHS collector. I tried to nail him down with just tell me one VHS tape you would throw out if you had to, and he refused to name any VHS tape. He's why would I ever throw out a VHS tape? I'll just add more to the collection. So VHS Mikey, definitely check him out and check out his channel, and you can go subscribe to him on the YouTubes, Instagram, Twitter. He's all over the place, so check him out. He just did a series of posts on ghost movies. He got all dressed up as a ghost. Hope I didn't spoil his video. That's him as the ghost, but he's got nothing but VHS on his mind. His whole house is VHS. Everything is VHS to him. So he's worth checking out if you're into the tapes for sure. Yeah. So Chris Roberts still resetting his stuff. Today, I don't have much to show. I do have a couple new acquisitions tape-wise, but mostly I'm going to continue to resort through the stuff from the original 500 tape hoard that I picked up in the summer. These are the tapes that I kept aside, even though Chris Roberts said they were garbage. But then I would talk to him here and there about them, and he'd say, oh, no, that's a really good tape. That's not garbage. I'm like, well, you told me to throw it out. So we're continuing to sort those to see if they're worth keeping.
Yeah, well, if it's in your collection, it's not worth keeping.
Look at that handsome devil. God damn it.
I don't know, man. There's nothing on at my house, so
you look better than ever.
Okay, cool. All right, you want to see something? So here's that clear rewinder I was telling you about. I swore I showed this, but maybe not. You gonna give me the big screen? There you go. So, yeah, it's about $35. It's by Grand Prix, and yeah, pretty cool, huh? Because you know, clear was all the rage in the 80s.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah. Where's the I wonder if there's if it's just the motor, which is not worth fixing, or if it's like a belt thing in there.
Well, there's a belt there, but I mean, you're really gonna go through that. I mean, where are you gonna get a belt from, Bill? You have a bunch of belts?
Well, there's belts for everything out there.
Okay. I mean, but out there or in your garage. I mean, you're gonna buy a belt?
Oh, we got your good buddy Curtis joining.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. We're gonna go ahead and get him off.
Wow.
You know what?
Oh, we're fighting with the chat. Me and Chris. Okay, yeah. Go ahead. What else?
Yeah, it is a prison rewinder. I have a prison TV as well. That's clear. So it might be a prison. So yesterday, I'll get some adjacent stuff out of the way. So yesterday, I went to a new thrift store in town, brand new. It's ran by some Jamaicans. They were very untrusting of me. This lady thought for sure I was trying to rip her off somehow. She watched me like a hawk. When I gave her the disc, she went through each one to make sure there was only that one in there. She looked through each one, and then the ones, right, like rounders, okay, one of them has like two of them in there, right? Because this is primitive technology that they couldn't fit it all on one disc. So there's two of. She looks at it, and then she looks at me like I stuck an extra one in there. She goes, I'm going to charge you for both of these. I'm like, what? It's the same movie. And then she's like, and I showed it to her, like, look, it's got the same name on it. I was like, well, then I just won't buy it then. I don't care. It's your choice. And then, so she's like, okay, but very untrusting. Now, get this, Bill. With everything I bought, it was $24. There were some other items that ain't going to make the cut here because they have nothing to do with this. But so initially I gave her a 20, and then she talked me because I was only gonna spend 18. I was just gonna buy the 6 discs, which were $3, $2 a piece. No, $3 a piece, right? And so I had brought this up, and initially she said $5. This is a complete Buck Rogers DVD set. It's the whole series. Okay, so she said $5. Like, 5, nah. She goes, well, I'll do 3. And I'm okay. So I handed her the 20. She goes, well, that makes it 21. So I'm like, okay. So I had another 20. Then I'm like, you know what? I'm not, forget it. I don't want to break a 20 for $1, you know? And then, so I ended up getting something else. So it was going to be $25. So she already had my first 20 in her hand. And she goes through it. And then she gives me the $15 change. And now a shady guy like you, Bill, would have been like, okay, see you later. And you would have turned around and left. Right. Because I hadn't given her
for the disrespect.
Right. I hadn't gave her the second 20 yet. So then I tell her, I was like, no, see, actually, I haven't given you this yet. And then she's like, oh. And I was like, okay, so do you trust me now? You know what I mean? And she's like, yeah, yes. I was like, you know, anyway.
Well, you have to do that, though, to make up for all the elderly gentlemen you put in the hospital.
Anyway, so I'll show you some of my, I don't know what you're talking about. That was...
This is cool because Chris Roberts went from CEDs last week, big time, into laser discs.
Now, I prefer the CED, at least the aesthetic of them. They're way cool. But this one, I mean, obviously the laser disc is a better quality. And I don't have a laser disc player, but I know I do need one. Rounders this is my favorite, one of my favorite movies. It's a great poker movie. Anybody who plays Texas Hold'em, this is the movie. It's got a really good cast, solid movie. I think even if you weren't into poker, you'd like it. And here's my favorite Eddie Murphy movie. Not the best Eddie Murphy movie, but my favorite. Definitely not the best, I'll admit that. But it's really cool. And, you know, like they do a pretty good job of putting, you know, like some good scenes on the back and everything. So there is some coolness to it.
No, I remember loving it back in the day. I haven't seen it in years, though.
Yeah, I still think it's a solid movie. I just, you know, I mean, Beverly Hills Cop or 48 Hours is a better movie, but it's my favorite. We got Manhunter. This is the original Silence of the Lambs.
Hannibal.
This would be the prequel, before they remade it and updated it. Red Dragon. You ever see Red Dragon, Bill?
Yeah.
So now we're getting into some oddities here. You got the Problem Child 2. Look at that. Now this would be good wall art here, I think. What do you think, Bill? No? Look at.
I like the art and everything, but I don't know. I gotta like the movie to really put it on the wall.
Well, you got poor taste in movies, Bill. And then how about what's so funny is like I used to really like, and I still like the movie, but it's interesting on the kind of the take now. If you rewatch this movie, you kind of look at it through a different lens. But you ever watch The Falling Down?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It feels different now, man. It's so weird. I still like it. I watched it the other day on VHS, but and I guess yesterday was its anniversary.
That was the last laser disc.
Who said that?
Top Spot.
Which was?
In 2000 was the last laser disc.
Oh, Paramount's bringing out the dead. Oh, okay. And then here's the last one, True Romance. You ever see this movie, Bill?
I'm pretty sure I have. I don't remember anything about it.
Well, it's a Quentin Tarantino movie. He wrote it. He didn't direct it.
You know, people have always said I sound like Christian Slater. What do you think?
You don't not sound like him.
I never got that one, but
you know what? When you just said that, you sounded like him.
Okay.
But it's got a good cast. Look at this cast: Christian Slater, Patricia Arquette, Dennis Hopper, Val Kilmer, Gary Oldman, Brad Pitt, Christopher Walken. That's pretty solid stuff, huh?
Yeah.
That's good. Good cast. Let's see. Of course, I showed the Buck Rogers. Now, here's my my favorite like actual VHS pickup yesterday. It's not a good movie though, but this is really cool because it's the big box, and it's a horrible movie. But I have a little bit of nostalgia for it because I remember being really happy. I was at a friend's house, and this was on HBO, and we watched it. And I remember liking it, but of course, I was probably, I don't know, 8 or something. I don't know how old I was, but
18.
yeah. I wasn't 38 like you, Bill, but look at that. Look at this cast. Peter O'Toole.
I
Faye
love Peter
Dunaway.
O'Toole.
I
When he
know.
was in Supergirl, god damn it.
Mia Farrow. Hey, what about a little Mia Farrow action there? She was hot back then, huh? Yep.
And Peter, who's the last guy?
Peter Cook. Cook is very small print. I was like, that's not Peter Cock, is it? No, it's Peter Cook. I thought you were setting me up like you knew it was Peter Cock.
That's the same Jimmy Olsen from regular Superman.
Yeah, that's the only actor that made it over. They did actually shoehorn a Christopher Reeve cameo. You know how they did that?
Enlighten me.
They had a poster of Superman in her like dorm room or something.
Oh,
like it was actually an actual poster of Christopher Reeve. I mean, as Superman, but you know what I mean. What do you think of that, Bill?
That's good. That's very good.
I'm going to share this real quick. I was asked to share it.
Look at social media, darling. He's working at Wall in a live show.
Well, listen, someone asked me to send them the link. You want them to watch, don't you? Anyways, so you got your big box, right? You don't have to go big. Okay, you can. Big box, right? So this almost reminds me of even the porn came this way back then. And you would know this. You got tons of these. So and then you had a clamshell. And then you open it up, and then you got and tell me this doesn't even look like a porn. Because look, I have that one porn I found that I thought was something else. That high produced porn. Where'd it go?
High produced, yeah.
Yeah,
all
I can't.
Porn was.
I don't know where it is. Yeah, but this was like a movie, man. Like a real movie. But they look identical. I don't know where it is. They look identical though. Like the labels are the same. Like
it's
the
in your bedroom.
Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're over there with your big, those real big betas. No, you're you got your rheumatic reels or whatever of old timey porn.
Yeah, okay. So you're gonna get Supergirl one more time in a different box now?
No, I don't care about I mean, if I came across it for like cheap or something, like $1 maybe, but I'm not looking to do the extra variants. But there is a cooler one. I mean, a cool one that's smaller, and it has like a almost like laser action going at the bottom. It kind of looks cool, but this is definitely the one you want. It's about a $30, $25-$30.
And there's a tray in that box, I take it, right? That's why it's so big.
I just showed you. It's in a big ass clamshell.
What?
I just showed you, Bill.
Oh, you mean the clamshell was in that?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't see that magic trick. Sorry.
Well, where else would the clamshell be, Bill?
I thought you had 2 copies. I went, this guy's big into Supergirl.
No, it's what it goes inside of it.
You're doing all your tricks under the screen there. We didn't know what was happening.
Okay, I don't have like a third camera like you, the crotch cam.
Maybe we should get you one.
Right. All right. Now you want to see something? Now I'm gonna save that one for the end. I got something really cool yesterday. Something that I know Bill's real jealous about, right, Bill?
I'm furious over it. Yeah.
Yeah, but I did get this too. Now this is really cool. Not that I needed another one, but I got this little small one here. It's 9-inch, Panasonic. Works like a champ. It's got the car adapter in the back. I don't have it, but I'll get it. You can right next to the plug. There's another plug there. I don't know. Can you see that? So you pop Yeah, you pop this bastard out, and then there's a boy. It's hard to go backwards there. Yeah, right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, that is small. That's as big as a tape. The tape slot is the same size as the screen.
Yeah, I mean,
cool.
if you do it like that, it almost covers the whole damn screen.
Yeah, that's perfect desktop one.
Or, you know, when you're on a Sunday drive and of course you need to have a movie, you just pop this on when you're driving. Watch a movie when you're going down the road like you do. I also found Raw Deal yesterday. I didn't really remember liking this movie that much.
No, it's not.
I was a huge Schwarzenegger fan, and I think the poster's the best part about this movie.
Yeah,
because that is a cool look. You know what I mean? It's all look at these guns. Get out of here.
Yeah, full guns. Are any stickers on that tape?
No, not really. It was bare. But I mean, I'm sure it was a former rental. I mean, it's possible somebody bought it, but I doubt it. It's probably a rental, but it doesn't have anything going on it. But I did find something that's really cool. That has that vibe. If it's within reach here. Shit. And of course, it's not. It's way over there. Oh no, it's right here. Check this out. So I did the little switcheroo just because I liked the case. It had a really crappy movie in it, so I didn't really care about preserving the history of that. But you know, I got another Tremors, right?
This was the tape that was so impossible for you to find.
Hey, I found 2 of them. So this is the collector's choice, but check this out. So I guess they when they were liquidating, they added this extra little sticker. And I don't know of this place, but I'm sure somewhere this was their spot. It's got the little Smith's video center on the side. Look at that. Don't leave.
That's a good warning.
Oh, yeah. You know all about it. Your family should have paid attention to this warning, Bill.
Yeah, wow. Sister.
Or your sister. But yeah. You guys over there just destroying people's property. And I also found this yesterday. I took the other. It had a regular Poltergeist cover on it. It was just a DVD. But something was different about it because, see, they didn't come like that. They were in snap cases. So I don't know where the artwork came from. And even on the back, it said for rental purposes only. So Blockbuster actually had 2 different cases because when I opened it up, it had like the Blockbuster thing underneath. So I thought that was kind of cool. And, you know, when you open it up, it's got the Blockbuster, you know, print on the inside of this. You don't see these as much as you used to. I'm not saying they're rare or anything, but this would be something I used to come across a lot. Like, especially
Is that something we want?
I do. It's kind of cool. It's all about preservation, man. I mean, obviously, I don't want a full set, but you know, you get stuff like this. You know, you got the Hollywood video, you got that, and you know, of course, you know, Smith's video. You know, these things are kind of cool. So at some point, whenever I do a little bit of rearranging here, I'm gonna have kind of like a rental store section that kind of has like stuff like this on it. Just, you know, little small shelf or something.
Okay.
I think that'd be cool. You disagree?
I don't like those rental boxes. I don't know. They bring back, I don't know, bad memories or something. Because you weren't getting the art to take home. You got this ugly thing to take home.
Yeah, but look at this synopsis on the back, man. That tells you what the whole movie's about. Look at that.
Toby Hooper?
Yeah. Look at that. Oh, look, it even has the address, so I know exactly which one it was. That's kind of cool. I didn't even notice that.
All right.
But yeah. Yeah, it tells you what the whole movie's about. You missed that, Bill. Look. Everything's written on there.
Oh, yeah.
There's nothing, Bill. Doesn't say nothing about the possession. Did you get it, Bill? Okay, because you're not selling it very well, damn it.
Well, I'm not going to collect those.
Well, you don't have to.
Put my foot down.
All right. Now, this is another thing I got yesterday. Have you ever seen inside, okay, of the Garfield refinery?
I don't even know what that is.
I don't either. But this is apparently in the Garfield Refining Company in Pennsylvania. They even copyrighted this video, 1989. And look at this shit. It's pretty cool. I found this at the Goodwill. So this made it all the way from Pennsylvania to Fresno, California. You get a good shot of what goes on inside of that company. You got guys standing around looking at things.
Well, maybe
You got
that's
something
interesting.
pouring there.
Yeah. What did they charge you for that?
99 cents.
Did they look at you when you brought that up?
No.
Sideways glance?
There's like ex-cons working at the Goodwill. They don't care. But they did look at me funny when they asked me, do you want to round up and donate that last penny? And I was like, no, I want my penny. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm not donating shit. Give me my money.
Yeah,
do you want to donate the whole tape to me? How about we reverse this? I give you no dollar and you just give me the tape.
Okay.
How about that? Now, here's another cool little piece of history here. Apparently, this was the craze where everybody was worried about their kid being kidnapped, or, not that you shouldn't. I mean, of course you should worry about that. But the best way to fix that, right, is to buy a tape brought to you by the Fonz. Okay. See Fonzie there?
Yeah.
Everybody's doing the AA, right? So what you do is, because this is going to stop it's going to help the cops. You videotape your kid, and then you write their names and addresses and everything. So your kid gets kidnapped, Bill. Cops show up. You say, don't worry. Here's the Fonzie tape. And they're going to look at it, and they're going to know what your kid looks like. And apparently, this parents didn't give a shit because they did not do anything with it. I haven't watched it yet. I probably should put it on, but
that's a kind of a brilliant marketing ploy by Scotch to sell more tapes, more short tapes.
It is now, but get this. Now, maybe well, you know what? When you read it, it actually says that the package contains one blank tape, which I'm assuming that's what this is, and a Strong Kids, Safe Kids Guide for Parents brochure, including the video printing instructions. Now, you can see how this would work, right? You just videotape them with your camera or whatever. You transfer it to this tape, I guess. You stick this. Well, this is when the camcorders took VHS, right? So you just pop it in, tape them. You're good to go. A buddy of mine sent me, he has the Blu-ray. Or not the Blu-ray, I'm sorry. The Laserdisc. How did that work? It's the exact same cover. And it's on a Laserdisc. Like, I don't understand. I wanted to ask more about it. But anyway.
Yeah, doesn't make sense.
Let's get some live action here. I'm going to pop this tape in and see what happens. See if there's a kid on it.
By the way, I came across at least 15 laser discs. They were all karaoke laser discs at thrift store, and they only wanted, I think, 50 cents each. And the laser disc for karaoke, man, they had some big titles on there, like Purple Rain, that sort of thing, like Thriller. But every laser disc was so scratched up, it wasn't worth me grabbing, unfortunately. But that would have been fun to get.
This tape don't want to work, Bill.
Oh, look at that.
I don't know what's going on. Well, guess we'll never know.
Well, it might be that machine.
No, it's working just fine. I mean, unless it's the gravity playing a trick, like I have it at the wrong angle. Go ahead. You got something else to show? Why mess with this real quick?
No, I want to watch you bang the TV. See if that gets it working. That's the first thing to try.
Right. There we go. Okay, tape came back out. Well, let's try a different tape. Let's see if it's the tape or if it's the player.
You haven't tested that thing yet?
Yeah, I've watched it. I've watched like movies on it. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, see, this other tape went right in. Yeah, maybe the tape's sticking.
Yeah, or it doesn't like that tape, like this movie.
I mean, it's possible. This is working just fine. Look, here's Conan.
Yeah.
You were just so happy. You just wanted my TV VCR combo not to work. Look at you, man.
As I was saying, it just this tape doesn't work in here.
What kind of friend are you? You're about to take pleasure in my misery. You make fun of me and everything.
Why does it always happen to me getting broken equipment and not anyone else?
I don't know, but apparently it just happens to you because it's playing just fine. Here, go ahead. Continue, Bill.
Well, you gonna pay attention?
Yeah, I'm paying attention.
I was out and I came across another copy, and this was in the Chris Roberts box as well, if you guys recall from a couple episodes ago. Hero and the Terror, which I just watched. So I found another copy, so I get to keep a copy. There's the copy I had. Well, I should see if one is. Oh, they're both the same.
Which
they're
one's
both,
better?
The Canadian.
Oh,
you
shit.
get that one.
Hey, how funny is it now, Bill?
They're both the Canadian version that's made by every distributor all at once. So
you don't have an American version, Bill? Let me shut that off here.
No, and if anyone's, they should actually grab that movie. It's actually pretty good. Like I said, in the vein of Silence of the Lambs, even though it is him giving a roundhouse kick there, it's less on the roundhouse action and more on the thriller action. So it is pretty good. And I noticed on the cover finally, the amount of times I've seen it, I always just see Chuck. But now, look there's a dude right in behind him coming out of his mouth. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. And that guy looks like a psycho.
What imagery is that?
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Now, unfortunately, it was at this thrift store that uses the Kryptonian.
Yeah. Well, get a little Goo Gone action and a little hair dryer.
Well, since Chris Roberts is the expert on those.
Yeah, leave that one on. Don't try
that.
it. Yeah, you're going to give me the shitty one. That's fine.
And this is the other thing I picked up. Still with the Chuck Norris Delta Force 2. Because I got the Delta Force 1, and I think I have Delta Force 3, but so I found 2.
Hey, trilogy complete, huh?
No Lee Marvin on that, but it's all Chuck.
It's good stuff, man.
A lot of tape on there. It's super heavy.
Yeah, it's an early copy. You didn't get no crappy one, that's for sure.
111 minutes. Yeah, it seems really heavy. What's the action on the back here? You got
well, you got to break a leg there, right? It's ripping the guy's
arm action. You like the arm action?
Well, I mean, who doesn't?
Oh, the bullet holes. See, those are bullet holes. And that guy.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
Yeah, so that's it for my tape finding.
Hey, I want to compliment you on your Bob Dylan shirt. I know you keep going like this, hoping everybody would see it. You're like, yeah, I'm just naturally stretching. I'm gonna, it's just natural. But so
I was
stop doing that. We've seen it.
Okay. Well, what's on your hat today? You got a new hat.
Yeah, it's just something I picked up at the thrift store for a couple bucks. It's nothing. I just thought it would pop on the camera.
Yeah, fits good.
Yeah. It's nothing. It's just apparently like there's a real famous surf school in Hawaii, I guess. And it's called
we'll put the Delta Force 2 right in the top monitor here for you guys to enjoy.
Okay. Now, you sure there's no boobs in that?
Delta Force 2 is 1990.
So you say it's boobless.
Oh, it's rated R.
Yeah, well, probably for the violence, but a lot of times they used to like to slip in the boob action, just for no other reason, just to do it.
Well, when the Delta Force is about to ship out, the old lady's got to
right, got to put out.
Yeah.
I did pick up some Blu-rays too. I know this isn't the Blu-ray podcast, but
Blu-rays. Do I gotta go up and get my Blu-rays?
Well, no, you don't got to. I don't even know where they're all at, so I guess it doesn't matter.
Well,
I did get a ton of okay, here's something else. So sometimes stuff like this isn't really worth anything because they were mass produced. But whenever you can get them sealed and they're $1 a piece, I got the whole where's the fifth one at? It's down there somewhere. Oh, here it is. Just so you wouldn't try to tell me one was missing. I got the whole Lost set sealed. So this will go for about $70.
Really?
Yeah. I paid $6 for it. There was no tax. So, yep. Went ahead and grabbed that. Now, if these were all just loose, like open and everything, probably wouldn't be worth your time flipping it. I mean, you might be able to get $20 out of it. I guess it all just depends on, what you think is worth your time. But yeah.
No, I've had a few season sets of that before, and I think I've sold a couple like at yard sales and whatever. People still want them, and they're good to have. It's a good series, of course. Went off the rails many times.
Well, I think overall it's a good series. I mean, I know a lot of people weren't pleased with like the last season or two, and I think that's a fair complaint, but you know,
Yeah,
I,
they
that,
brought up
that's
so much stuff in the first season that they
right.
just didn't even bother to talk about again. Like they had so many ideas, and then they're like, ah.
Well, that is kind of the problem when you start to get other people, like initially the network probably just like, yeah, do whatever you want. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, hey, everybody's watching. We need to shoehorn this in and shoehorn that in. And
They need to do like the British model of we're doing 3 seasons and that's it.
yeah,
You know?
I think that I could see probably 4 would have been good. I think that would have been a good, you would have got a lot in that. And you got to keep in mind, I mean, this was back when network TV was, 20 to 24 episodes. So
Yeah.
these weren't 10 episode seasons.
Yeah.
Some of those shows like for instance, some people would complain that like Game of Thrones went on too long. 10 episodes a season. You know what I mean? Like you could complain that the last season wasn't good. I think it's a fair complaint, but I don't think it went on too long. I just think the guys should have done a better job of writing the last season. You know what I mean? Well,
yeah, I guess there's a bit of that.
I'm talking about the amount of episodes because, like, what was the golden standard back in the day? How many episodes did you used to want, Bill? You're a TV guy, What was the golden ticket? What was it?
That's what you said. You had 24 episodes.
No. But what did you want to have for a series? What was the golden ticket? You should know this. You're a TV guy, Bill.
What did I want?
No.
I wanted 52.
No.
No break.
As a TV series, what did you hope to get to? What was the golden ticket for syndication?
For seasons? You needed 3 seasons.
No. You needed 100 episodes. That was the golden ticket.
Okay.
That was. Look it up. That was like the big thing. If you got 100 episodes,
yes,
you were going to be shown forever. And of course that doesn't always work that way. Gilligan's Island was probably like 40 episodes or whatever, maybe 60, but that was like that big thing. You'd want to get, if you got 5 seasons at or 4 seasons at 25 episodes a season, you would have got your mark, and you'd be shown in syndication. You'd get that big syndication package. And so anyway, but I think I showed this a few weeks ago, but here's like another one of those oddities. Like a reselling, like when they were going to resell the tape, I guess.
Right.
This place called Videoland. And it's kind of a cool movie to have in there. But yeah, this is something else I found a couple weeks back. I didn't know if I showed it, but I did get a couple of Blu-rays. Nothing crazy, but I mean, they were just like 50 cents a piece. So it's kind of hard to turn down 50-cent Blu-rays. We got Office Space, the special edition. You probably just have the regular
We're doing
edition.
Blu-rays now.
Well, a couple. I just want to get them out of the way.
Just because you won't appear on the collectors anymore.
You never. No. Just because you will only schedule it for this tiny window that Curtis is available, and interview with. Now, what's the name of this movie? You know what movie it is, right?
You just said it. Interview with a Vampire.
Say it again.
Interview with a Vampire.
No, you're wrong. Mandela effect on you, buddy.
Well, I hate the movie, so.
It's Interview with the Vampire.
They're coming out with a series for that, aren't they?
Yeah, I think I read that somewhere. And a couple of Blu-rays. You got to have the Mighty Morphin Power Rank. Now, this would have been Curtis's movie here. He would have been watching this when he was a baby.
Don't like that.
And Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I didn't even need it, but again, for 50 cents, maybe I can give it to someone who does. Now, back to the VHS. Here's something that you probably used to fawn over. You'd sit in front of the TV, swooning, right? You got Rick Springfield's Platinum Videos.
Oh, wow.
Who even knew he had more than Jesse's Girl? Look at all those songs. I've never heard of any of them. Just Jesse's Girl, that was it.
Yeah. What kind of fool am I? That sounds familiar.
Look at that armpit action he's got going on there. He shaved those pits, didn't he?
You love the pipes. You're just picking movies with pipes on them.
But look at his armpits, Bill. He's got
Arm
no
flex.
hair. Look at this. What's going on there? Is there a little bit of fuzz? Nothing.
Well, you know.
This guy shaves his pits. Is he a bodybuilder? He looks so, I don't know, man. Look at that shirt, Bill. Do you have a shirt like that still in your wardrobe?
I'd like to.
Yeah, I bet you would. All right. Now, another thing. Now, you remember back in the 80s and the 90s, you know, all the Christians were worried that the kids' youth was going to go down the wrong path and everything. Remember that time, Bill?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there was a time where or there was an incident where some kid burned down his family's house, and I guess his 2-year-old sister died in the fire, and Beavis and Butthead became the scapegoat because he saw Beavis playing with matches.
Oh.
So this church put this out. They must have just sent it to whoever would watch it, but it's all MTV examined, and then it's got all this MTV stuff on here. And it's made by a church group.
There might be some good clips on there to pull off, like even out of context.
There might be, or there might be just good thing to upload the whole thing. I can't imagine it. I mean, look how small it is. It's probably only about an hour at the most. But look, it still has had the little mail away thing in here too. The Unholy Hollywood. You could have got that. Boy, they had a whole series all wrapped up. The sequels to Hell's Bells. This hard-hitting video talks about the rock of the 90s, including rap, hip hop, and pop music. Is there a difference between rap and hip hop? Well, they were out to get everybody. Look at this, Bill. Look at, they have a whole line of stuff. I wonder if this number is still working. Let's see. Is there a number on here?
What church put that out?
I don't know. Let's call the number and see if they answer.
Holy. Hit that like button.
What do you think here? 1-800-736-4567.
That's worth a subscribe. He's calling this live on the show.
Oh.
Thank you for calling Crosby Street Garment. How may I help you?
Oh, I'm sorry. What did I call again?
Crosby Street Garment.
Oh, this isn't the church videos from American Portrait Films?
Nope.
You don't have any VHS? Do you have any VHS for sale?
This is a food place.
Oh, but you don't have no tapes?
No.
No? Got any old VCRs? TVs?
Wrong number. Have a good day.
Any video games?
No. He's a regular Richard and Sal right there.
Hey. All right.
Well, in the vein of that, I have something to show you. I keep meaning to bring this, and I always forget. But you reminded me with your little documentary there. Have you ever seen this before?
Oh, that's cool, dude. The foul language filter. Where'd you get that?
Hey, found out in the wild. The TV Guardian foul language filter. You would plug your TV in through this, and somehow the service would bleep out or blank out foul language.
I'm going to eBay right now.
Patent pending. How did this even work? You got a different level of filters there. Captions.
The TV Guardian Model LT TV DVD profanity foul language filter. This one's brand new in the box. They want $60 plus 16 shipping. Here's another one. The TV AV. Oh, this one's $25. These are still brand new. Here's an open box one. No cable though. Yeah, it's the same thing. Look at that.
Yeah.
Dude, I have to have one of these. You haven't tried this?
No, I haven't tried it.
You should have this set up for the next show. And then we put on some sort of tape that has a bunch of curse words right in the beginning.
I can't imagine it works. I can't imagine.
Dude, where's this been all my life? This is awesome.
Like, how could it even work? There's no way this can work.
You have the AC adapter for it?
Well, it's just a 9-volt. I'm sure one can be. No, I don't have the 9-volt for it, but yeah, isn't that weird? What is this on the back? I'm trying to.
Is that? Oh, don't do that. That could be the filter. That could be what makes it work. You take off that filter and it's gonna go all through. Oh, you fucked it up now.
It's just covering the
the other deal.
The other deal, yeah. So there you go. Hey, send me some real Chris Roberts money. I'll put that in the Chris Roberts box.
Okay. Well, I mean, I want to try it on the air.
Okay, you ready to see some older tapes of mine that we need to resort to see if we're keeping or not? Because you told me they were trash.
Well, I don't.
Or do you have other plans?
No, I mean I have more shit to show, but it's it's a 2-guy show here, so let's see what you got, Bill.
Stay tuned. Chris Roberts has a crazy piece of hardware
that thing that's gonna be cool. That'll be the grand finale, I guess.
That is something else. So we were talking about Lee Marvin in the Delta Force with Chuck Norris. Here's some Lee Marvin with Charles Bronson in Death Hunt. Just to remind everyone,
it's good
Chris
stuff.
Roberts had garbage before.
No,
I think this is worth keeping.
Let's revisit that. Bill did not want to keep any tapes, so if he couldn't make like $20 or more, he said throw it away or keep it. So that's what it came down to, man. You only wanted to sell tapes because you're a dirty reseller.
Oh, look, there's some tape left on here. We should see if the rewinder works. I'll prove to you that the rewinder doesn't work. Open that up.
All right.
Wrong way.
Hey, what's good for you, man? You can pop in anytime you want.
Who?
Okay. All right, bye.
This isn't riveting enough television right here.
Well, no, we have a guest who has a short time window, so
it's working now. I guess some tapes it works, some tapes it doesn't.
Yeah, that makes me nervous. I'd be nervous about that.
What do you mean?
Well, because what if I don't know if it's malfunctioning?
Well, it's working away, so I'll take that. So that is Death Hunt. That's definitely going to be good. Oh yeah, just put it out for anyone to. Jeepers, Chris Roberts going crazy here. How about this movie? You got to have that in the collection, right? For VHS.
Damn it. Oh yeah, Red Dawn. That's a good one too. It kind of feels like we're going through Red Dawn right now.
Some people in the world are going through Red Dawn for real right now.
Yeah, right now. It's like really playing out right now. It's
like 100%. This is happening in the Ukraine. That's not even a joke.
Yeah, real.
That's how scary that is.
I know, but see, I told you to put that in your personal collection, Bill, and you said I will never collect VHS tapes. So then I said, well, then you chuck it then. You're not going to be able to sell it for much.
No, he just started by saying garbage.
No, I said you're garbage.
The Beast? He said that's garbage.
No.
Whoever's popping in also said this was garbage.
Well, whoever popped in does not have any video. What's going on, buddy?
Can you hear me?
We can hear you. We can't see you, though.
I wonder why.
I don't know.
Let me see. Hang on.
So that you would keep this one?
Let me pop back in.
Okay. We'll go ahead and remove you here. No, that looks pretty cool, man.
That's
that looks what's like a 50s horror movie.
Yeah,
like yeah. Oh, I would have never said throw that away unless you wanted to make money off of it. Then yeah, you're not gonna make nothing off of that. You'd be lucky to get $2 or $3.
That's what I heard all the time.
Exactly.
Heard the same thing about this, believe it or not.
That's not even true.
Yeah, believe it or not.
That was something that was supposed to go on the table. You mixed your boxes up, Bill.
I didn't mix no boxes up.
You mix your boxes up. You're suffering from dementia, and you mix it all up, dude. All right, let's see if this works. Hey,
Better?
dude. Oh, perfect. We can see
All
you
right.
now. You look great. Yeah, but even with that little blemish, Bill, you could still. Hey, listen, Bill. Duke's got a real limited time frame here, so let's pop him in real quick. We'll get back to your
Absolutely.
tapes. Real
I'm higher
quick.
ranking as well.
Hey, Duke. Good
If
to
you
see
guys
you.
didn't, thanks. Good to see you guys. If you guys didn't do this with visuals, you could totally be the Christian Slater and Chris Roberts podcast.
Right.
Now,
Right.
that's all I'm hearing now is
It's Christian Slater.
Mhm.
And you notice that he's like, I don't sound like Christian.
I've
Like,
never,
right,
I've never gotten that. I've never
I
understood
know. His voice changed. He got a little deeper, and
it.
you know.
Duke,
So,
it's
what's
good to
up?
see you. Congratulations on the final repair of the Sony Trinitron.
Yep, it looks
As you
great
can
too.
see.
Yeah. I've been following this drama from the beginning,
Oh.
and from when you first found it, and
Yeah.
the disappointment in your eyes when you turned it on was heartbreaking. But what
Yeah.
ended up happening with it? Go ahead, want to break it down?
Well, I had a lot of when I first turned it on, it had some really bad screen geometry issues. It was also missing a color. The blue color was missing. So I had never opened up a television before or repaired a television before, so it was a pretty intimidating endeavor. But I decided to dive in and see if I could do some research and figure it out. And I guess about a month and a half later, I finally got it fixed up. So it was a really fun project.
You ended up almost changing almost every capacitor, right? I mean, pretty close.
Yeah,
Lot.
pretty much. I
Like 30?
replaced, almost every capacitor in there for the most part.
That's great. And something like some resistors or something else, or
Transistors. But
transistors.
yes,
There you go.
those were the components that were associated with the blue color not working. The capacitors were part of the problem with the geometry issues and some of the clarity issues. So I also had to do a lot of fine tuning, a lot of adjusting.
Yeah.
You also have to use magnets and stuff like that sometimes to get everything just right. And as you can see, I got it to what I consider very acceptable.
I think it looks great. You were
Yeah.
twisting yolks and taking off, heat plates, and you were doing everything, man. It was like, whoa, it was an epic. Yeah.
It was fun, and I hope the video series wasn't too long, but it was.
No.
It was rather
very,
long.
very informative.
I did it in 4 parts. I broke it up. The 2 middle parts are like 40 minutes a piece. The first part and the fourth part are closer to like 12 minutes. So, but yeah, it was really fun to document it and to learn a lot and to get the satisfaction of doing all the research and diagnosing and getting it all fixed up and saving it from being chucked in the dumpster. So that's the biggest thing. So I'm really getting into this kind of thing, is saving these old electronics from being thrown away or whatever. So it's really becoming something I'm getting more involved in.
Well, I thought it was cool is you had found out that you could get like a Sega Genesis cart, something like some sort of homebrew kind of thing that you put it in. You were able to, when you were turning those knobs, it was showing you exactly where your screen was and everything.
As I was doing all my research and watching everybody on YouTube do their videos, they're all using this. Oh, thanks, Matt. Appreciate it. They were all using this 240p test suite thing. I'm like, what is this thing? So I jumped online and looked it up, and it was just, you can buy it a SNES Super Nintendo version or a Genesis version, and essentially it's just a cartridge you put in there, and it has all these different screens that you can use for getting everything calibrated. So it was like $25, and it really helped me out get those final touches put in and get it all just perfect. So yeah, that was an essential tool. So
yeah, that was driving me bonkers watching you try to calibrate using a video game. I was going, get a test pattern, dude. Come on.
And I knew when I was doing that, I knew that I was going to get this test suite eventually. And I thought that I could kind of, in that middle video, I thought I could do it with the games. And I wasn't happy with it. I thought I was done, and I put it all, set it all up, and in the video you'll see that I was like, nah, It's just not perfect yet. So then that's when I got the test cartridge and used that to really fine tune the colors and everything else. And that was a key feature for sure for me to use.
Yeah. Well, that was a great series, man. It looks great.
Appreciate it. Yeah, it was really fun to put together. And I
Yeah,
actually
it's a
have
very nice TV.
I have my next project already lined up. Can I show it real quick?
Yeah, let's see it.
So Mother Brain and I went hunting over the weekend, and it's not VHS related, but I got this really cool Pioneer CD player. And I got it pretty cheap because the guy didn't know if it worked. And I kind of had my suspicions that it wasn't going to work. So I was like, well, I'll take it home because she needs a CD player for her new stereo system that she's got. Because she doesn't have, she's got a record player and a receiver, but not a CD player. So this is a six disc changer, and it's got this really cool cartridge that pops out. I've never seen this before. It's not a tray. This thing fully comes out. I can't pop it out because it's not turned on. But this cartridge comes out, and you put your discs in there, and it selects, has this little screen there, and you can see which one it selects. It's pretty cool. And it's all mechanically working, but it just wasn't reading the discs. So I'm hoping it's something simple, but I might throw the camera on this little project as well. I'm going to take this thing apart and see if I can get this thing working. But it's, Pioneer is a pretty good brand. I'm not sure how they are with CD players, but it looks pretty nice. And I'm hoping to get it working for her stereo system. So that's my next project.
Nice. You'll be getting into laser business now.
Anybody tell what I have on my TV over here?
Is that? Oh yeah, that's is that Willow? What do we got there?
Close.
I can't tell. Is that Return of the Jedi? Oh, Legend. There you go. I saw the fairy flying around. I was like, "What's?" I saw something on there. No, that's
what
a good
year
movie.
did this come out, Chris?
1986.
Oh, how do we know that?
Because I'm just an expert on.
Oh, is that what it is?
When all movies come out.
Duke, when you record a podcast with Chris Roberts, do you have to feed his mic through the TV?
I need that filter, yeah. Nah, Chris is good.
I try to be. I know, I try to be.
That's okay. Gives our show some charm, some edge. But I've got this other VHS I wanted to show. I picked this up a couple weekends ago. My wife and I went on a nice trip, and we visited some really cool shops. And I found this little gem here. This is a Toby Hooper film that I've never seen.
I haven't seen it either. I do own it, but I've never watched it. I like that, man. You got any cool rental stickers on that?
Yeah, it does. And that's one of the things that kind of jumped out at me. It's got these great stickers all over it. Look at the price. Where's the price? It was on here. Oh, look at that price. $80.
Woo!
Did VHS tapes used to cost $80?
Yeah. Did I have a Gremlins 2 that was $79.99? I thought who would have paid that.
And check out the tape. It's got all kind of great stickers all over it.
Oh, look at that Wonder Book and Video.
Yeah.
PG.
So really cool. So I'm
Be
eager to kind of watch. It's got stickers all over it, man. It's like loaded with stickers. It's got the PG on there and the Be Kind Rewind.
We're gonna have you take some pictures of that store one and that Be Kind Rewind. Have you mail it in?
For that book.
Email it. Yeah, for sure. That's cool
for
stuff.
sure. So, well, that's pretty much all I had to show. So if you have any questions, But we also just did our late. I guess you already talked about the podcast, Chris. I think I heard you a little bit.
Yeah.
So thanks.
Of course.
Yeah. Appropriately, I have my favorite Atari game on the TV here. The one that Chris Roberts himself gave me as a gift.
Bought it myself with my own money.
He did. So really enjoy the show, guys. You guys do an awesome job.
Because see, friends, Duke, they do that for other friends.
They do.
You know, they when they say they're going to mail you something, they do it. You know.
Ooh, sounds like a dig.
No, not at all. No,
I'm still looking in my mailbox. I'm still wondering.
Yeah, I do have that Grateful Dead tape right here.
Oh man, I can't wait to see that. Now, Duke, of course, I follow your lovely wife on the Twitter and all that. She posted something about doing some kind of 100K run or something. Does 100K mean something different in your neck of the woods?
No,
crazy.
It means 62 miles or whatever it is, and she just completed that race, and she did it with time to spare. So she did a really good job.
So you don't stop running the whole time?
What do you mean? Like, well, I mean, you have a certain time.
62 miles?
she starts at night. She runs all through the night. It's two 30K. It's two 50Ks back to back. So she runs a 50K at night, and then goes to the other race. It's all part of the same race, but it's a separate trail. And then all day long she runs the second.
Does she have to walk to the other trail, or can she?
No, they drive.
Can she sleep on the way?
There's no sleeping. You can't sleep when you're all pumped up like that.
I don't know. Maybe this is one of those TMI situations, but what's the restroom situation like? Can you stop on the trail, or how's that work?
Stop in the trail or go behind a tree, whatever it takes. Trail runners, that's how it works.
I'm not cut out for that life.
Well, she's also training for a 100 miler, not 100K, 100 miler. So she's going to be doing that in a couple of weeks, attempting her first 100-mile race. So that takes her a couple of days to do something like that. So yeah, I'm going to go and help her out with that one. So we'll let you know how it turns out.
Wow, that's a lot of running, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Wow.
So you guys got to get her on the collector's show too, because she just picked up a bunch of vinyl yesterday. I'm sure she's eager to show off. So maybe one day you guys can invite her on. She'd love to show off her records on the collector's show.
Absolutely.
So
well,
yeah,
the Chris Roberts spot is normally open. So
well, I mean, maybe one day, Duke, he can work around my schedule. Maybe, I don't know. It's a crazy thought. Just throwing it out there. Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Duke, for coming by. I really appreciate it. It's love seeing you again.
Always appreciate the invite. Thanks so much.
Awesome,
Chris,
man.
Christian, we'll see you later.
Good. See you later.
All right. See ya.
Well, you're getting all the nicknames. You're Pneumatic Bill, or Pneumatic Bill. You're Christian.
You're Christian.
No, he was saying Chris and Christian. You're Christian Slater.
Oh.
You didn't get that.
No, you're Christian.
No, my grandfather was Christian. All right, one more thing before you get back to your boring stuff. Look at this. So I found a 1988 yesterday. This is a local recording. It was broadcasted on the national NBC broadcast. 1988, Bill.
Well, I know that's not your handwriting, because that is glorious handwriting.
Listen, man, I will break out something with my handwriting that wasn't done with this crappy pen.
Oh, yeah, the pen.
It makes a difference, man. You know it does. This pen was garbage. I was just slapping on. I didn't know I was going to be judged. All right, go ahead, Bill. Back to your stuff.
Show us the other home recording thing that I'm really excited about. You got that handy? I want to see a close-up of that.
Yeah. Let me see. You know what? No, it's in the garage.
Don't lose that.
No, I won't. I did go through it. There is no commercials on it. It's all yours. I'm going to put it in your box, but it has like this really long documentary on Woodstock, and it has it shows some performances and stuff. And I didn't go back to the full beginning of it because it was a long day yesterday. But it's all up your alley, dude. It's yours, man. It's going into the bill box.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's going to be cool. Can we do the tagline trivia again, where you guess the movie from the tagline if it's a blockbuster movie?
Yeah, remember how mad you were when I got it? You were so mad.
I was impressed.
Go ahead.
No.
All right, go ahead. Let's hear it.
Again, it's got to be a blockbuster movie so he can get it. He's got to have a chance at it.
You got to give me a chance.
Let me get a year here.
That's the caveat. We get a year, and it's got to be some sort of blockbuster. And it can't be a Bob Dylan documentary.
1968.
Oh shit! The Graduate.
There are bad cops and there are good cops, and then there's
bad. Okay, so there's bad cops and there's good cops, and then it's 1968. Man, I'm thinking, what's his name? What's the guy who was in Cincinnati Kid? What did He did the movie, right? It's where he's driving like a badass muscle car. Something.
Chris Roberts, he's batting 100 still.
Yeah. McQueen. Yeah, there you go. Bullet.
Chris Roberts nails it.
Oh man, yeah.
This has got some bonus content on here too. I don't know if it's worth behind the scenes.
Yeah, man. Honestly, I can't believe that one came to me, but yeah, because I've never seen it, but I know he drives a badass car in it.
You've never seen this?
No, I've wanted to. It's on the it's on that list. Yeah, for sure. Because I like Steve McQueen. I've never gotten around to seeing it. I don't have it. I don't own it, and it's not streaming anywhere.
It's not?
I didn't see it streaming anywhere. I don't want to pay for it. I mean, if it was like on a free service,
Chris
like
Roberts, come on, dude. You got TCM, Turner Classic Movies. They play it.
No, I'll watch it though. It's on
Bandy
the list.
Was close. That could have been Dirty Harry.
No, it couldn't have. Dirty Harry was like 79 or something.
Dirty Harry. What was first Dirty Harry? It would have been pretty early.
Yeah, 79 or something, maybe 78 or 80.
Well, this doesn't have a tagline, but we got Clamshell of Night of the Living Dead.
Oh, okay.
Think that's worth keeping?
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing about Night of the Living Dead. They made, because there's probably 100 different copies of that.
Because this lost its copyright, right?
Instantly. Before it was even released, it was public domain. You know what I mean? Because it had a different name, and they changed the name at the last second and didn't copyright it.
Have you seen? Do you have this version?
I have. I probably do. I have.
Because the artwork here has a reverse. Ready for the reverse?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I know what you're talking about. Oh, that's lame as shit. That's not a reverse.
It's got all this info.
Yeah, but that you wouldn't reverse it. You would do it just to look at it.
Yeah, it's a cool addition. Let me show everyone some behind the scenes facts there for the 30th anniversary. The true story of Night of the Living Dead 30th anniversary. VHS didn't often do that. That's a nice little.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's cool.
Yeah.
For sure. Because there's so many crappy versions of that. I probably have 4 or 5 different versions. Obviously, none of them are within hands or arm's reach, or I would have grabbed them.
And for some reason, Chris Roberts told me to throw this one out.
I did not.
Look at that fly. You got
folks, you can go back and watch those videos. They exist. So you will see how much of a liar Matic Bill is.
Like, they're not hiding the fly from you this time. They're like, this is what it looks like, guys. You gotta watch.
Man, that I watched. So I've never seen the Fly or the Fly one, those original ones, Return of the Fly or the Fly.
Really?
So, well, up until a point, probably last year during the summer or something, I popped in the first Fly. And I mean, I imagine at the time it was a fun movie, but it's kind of awkward, man. It's embarrassing.
I don't
little tiny fly. When at the end, like, spoiler alert, somebody gets turned into the fly, right? And he's like, "Help me!" Like this little tiny voice. It's
a fly.
Yeah, it should have been more like a Twilight Zone segment. Oh, big time Bill's phone's going off.
This must have been part of a.
Is it time to take your pills? Yeah. It is. I have the set up there, but I'm not here. I'll just show it to you. You see it up there, Bill?
Hold on. Let's take a look.
There you go. You see it's on the end there.
Okay. So same as that.
Yeah. It's part of a 3-tape set. There's no Alien 4 on VHS.
And I prefer standalones rather than the sets. So maybe this one is actual trash.
Well, you had hopes and dreams of going to an event and selling tapes. I think you could get a few bucks for that tape. I do.
I don't know why you said this one was trash either. Effects by Harry Ray Harryhausen.
No, that's lies. That went in somebody's box. I guarantee it. No chance.
Look at that.
Is that a Costanza? Who is that?
It's weird artwork. It
That
wants to be a romance novel, but
like
there's
Jason
a weird...
Alexander. Yeah, look at it.
Yeah, it kind of does. You're right.
A little bit with if he had a little bit of a goatee and he still had his hair.
That's got to be collectible. I don't know why Chris Roberts would say trash on that one.
Yeah, I don't think he. Yeah, have you ever seen the movie The Burning?
The Burning?
Yeah. This movie right here. Okay, this is like an alternate artwork kind of thing because they do really cool artwork for it, but it's called The Burning. I want to have the VHS, but I don't have it. I don't think you're going to be able to see it. It's too small, but Jason Alexander's in this, and it is this is a really good horror movie. And it all came out around the same time, so a lot of movies kind of ripped this off afterwards, like Friday the 13th might have technically came out before it, but there was a lot of things in this that it ripped off going forward. Very solid slasher camp movie. It's a great movie. You'd love it, Bill. And it has Jason Alexander in it, and he does great in it. But it's so funny because there's this point where he's full, George Costanza almost,
Well,
and
how much hair does he have in this movie?
No, he has all his hair. He's a young guy, but it's funny because he doesn't look young. He looks young because you're comparing him, but he still looks like older than the other kids, kind of young. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, check it out, Bill. It's great.
I will.
Go ahead.
Well, I'll never find it, but
if you find it on VHS, it's garbage. You got to send it right to me. Was that your answer machine going on? What's going on?
Who? Why?
I was hearing something. Oh, I'm hearing myself back. You have your thing so loud it's feeding back in.
Okay, 1971 winner for Best Picture, Best Actor, Best Director, Best Writing, and Best Film Editing.
Okay, wait a minute. I'm still distracted by hearing. Why you don't have headphones on?
Is it really? I can put headphones on if you're really.
I'm hearing it.
Something happened. I apologize to our viewership.
You should. That's horrible, Bill.
You blame Chris Roberts on this.
Okay. Can you hear me, Bill?
I can hear you. You ready?
All right. Perfect. Go ahead. 1971. Best what?
Best everything. Best Picture. Best Actor. Best Director. Writing and Film Editing. And the cut line is, and chat, feel free to take a guess. The cut line is, it's based on the true exploits of a tough New York City policeman.
And it won all those best things.
It won all those best things. Yeah.
Man, actor, director, pitcher, 71. Is it that 71? Did it win best chase scene or best editing, something like that? Best editing? Is it this is just a wild guess here, honestly. So you can mock me if I get it wrong, but is it the French Connection?
Look at this guy. And he's not seen these movies either. He's nailing it.
You know what? I kind of seen French Connection. I never watched it all the way through, though. I want to, because I was a kid. I didn't care about it. I was stuck at someone's house and they were watching it. French Connection. Look at that. It's got the dude from Jaws. It's got everything.
Yeah.
Boy, that's a great movie. No, I know. That's a movie I'm embarrassed to say I haven't watched. Again, with the Dirty Harry. Dirty Harry's not early 70s. Sorry, everybody. You're wrong.
They tried Dirty Harry again.
Again, it's not
Dirty Harry. Yeah, it would have been 70s, but it wouldn't have won.
No, it'd be like 79 or something, but it didn't win no awards.
That's the argument right there. Best chase scene is always between these two.
Yeah, for sure. You should have saw the look on your face when I said chase. You knew you were had then.
I'm not trying to trip you up. I'm very impressed. Very happy for you.
You know what? I'm gonna eat crow on this one. I cannot believe it was this early. I apologize, SF98. Dirty Harry is 1971. That is insane. I did not think it was
Nice.
that early. I didn't apologize to you, Matt. You weren't that far off. Wow.
I
I
need
would
an
have never.
apology too.
I wouldn't have guessed it was 71. Would you, Bill? That had like 78, 79 vibes. You know what I mean? It's crazy. I'm going to have to rewatch
No.
that movie. 71?
Yeah, the first Dirty Harry for sure.
No. I mean, obviously, yes, because they filmed it. They probably filmed it in 69. Crazy.
Okay, I'm gonna get tougher on you. Well, maybe not. This is
You
more
don't
in
think
your,
these last two were tough?
this is more in your wheelhouse for sure. 1999. I'll give you some of the stars in it. Some of the stars.
All
Make
right.
it easier for you.
Okay.
Peter Gallagher, Chris Kattan, Al Larder, Bridget Wilson.
Oh God.
The tagline is "Evil loves to party." And I'll tell you, this
99.
movie has been made over and over and over again since the 40s.
Okay, evil. Oh man, I hate that you said that because then that makes me think of like Invasion of the Body Snatchers, and I know that's not it. But because 1999, I don't think they had one of those. It's been made over and over. Evil loves to party. 99, Chris Kattan.
Yeah, Chris Kattan.
God, Chris Kattan.
That sells it.
That's horrible. That makes me not want to even guess. Chris Kattan. Damn. So it's a sci-fi movie, I'm guessing, if it's been made since the 40s. Evil loves to party. I don't know, man.
Loves to party.
I might take an L on this one. 99.
I think you can pull this out. Come on.
I mean, it's easy for you to say. You have it right in front of you.
Okay, I guess they're saying on the back it's an effects ramped remake of the 1959 cult classic. But I could have swore I've seen an even earlier version of this movie.
So 59 cult classic. It's a remake in 99. I know, like the one 99, but Chris Kattan throws me off. I can't think of a movie I'd watch with Chris Kattan in it. 1999. I don't know. Go
Is
ahead.
it Dirty Harry?
Is it Dirty Harry 5? Fuck, I don't know, man. I think you got me. Anybody got a guess?
No, we threw the chat off too.
I guess 99. I bet you Curtis would get this one. 1999. Dang. Give me the first letter of the first word.
The first letter?
Yes.
H.
H. Oh, so this is this House on Haunted Hill?
Does he deserve this one though, guys?
I mean, you gave me an 8.
I don't know if he deserves that one.
But it still pisses you off that I got it. Now I remember Chris Kattan. I did see that horrible movie. God, that's why I blocked it out. It was not good.
And Vincent Price was in that original.
Yeah, he was in the original. Damn it. I really should have got it without the help, but you're right. I should have pulled that one out. House of Haunted Hill. I think, had you not said Chris Kattan, I probably would have been closer. Because I can't imagine him being in something other than some stupid comedy or something.
You got time?
Sorry.
Keep going for more?
Keep going, yeah.
You sure?
Sure,
Okay.
why
You
not?
didn't stop me.
It's like a stump the booty thing going here. This is win Bill's money.
Well, I can't do taglines every time because some of them don't have good taglines.
Right.
But there you got Abbott and Costello and Frankenstein.
Yeah,
that's the real Frankenstein.
Yeah, it is. See, and this is where when you have those guys who are like, anytime you say Frankenstein and you're talking about Frankenstein, that guy there, that you'll have some asshole who will tell you that's not his name. His name is the monster. He's Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah,
and that
exactly.
is true, but they changed it as it went on.
Well,
they're right and wrong at the same time. What does that say? Meet Frankenstein, and on the cover it has the monster.
Yeah.
Right? But also, I can even tell you, you remember Scooby-Doo meets Frankenstein?
No.
They didn't say meets Frankenstein's monster. It was Frankenstein. So, Go ahead.
Well, this is with Lon Chaney Jr. and Bela Lugosi. So it's not the original Frankenstein. It's Bela Lugosi as Frankenstein. Am I right on that?
Yeah, but did he do the hammer? I don't forget. Bela Lugosi was Dracula, right?
Yeah, he was original Dracula, and Boris Karloff was original Frankenstein.
I know, but I was trying to think who did the hammer Frankensteins. Did they even have them? Yeah, there was a second, the Hammer versions where they redid all the movie, and the director was something Hammer. I forget his first name, but they're referred to as the Hammer collection, and it has a Frankenstein, a Dracula. I think it has a mummy and a Wolfman.
And strangely, can I do? No, probably not. But it's just weird that Chris Roberts told me to throw out the original thing.
I did. I would have said to send that to me.
Look
lies, complete lies.
It's got the insignia on his uniform there.
You know what? You're right, Matt. I can't. I guess that was his Bela Lugosi. That's why he did. He just must have did it in just a comedy then.
I'm trying to think if I saw this one. I kind of think I did. Definitely wouldn't have been as gruesome as the one we know, though, right?
No, that's sci-fi, 50 sci-fi vibe, right? It didn't have like a communism undertone or something, or maybe that was maybe I think so, because they also did that with the first Invasion of the Body Snatchers. It was you know how like the 70s one was more like the undertone was like the government spying on you. The 50s version or whatever was supposed to be like communism, you know. Do you know what I'm talking about, Bill? Or you just wait?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm trying to think what is the cut line on this, because this would be a good one, but there's no byline for it. It's 132 minutes. Can you get that?
Okay, so it's over 2 hours.
It's in color.
Okay, so it's not Schindler's List.
1977.
77. So Godfather 2. Go ahead, keep going.
We Are Not Alone.
Oh, We Are Not Alone. That would be I think I have it within hand's reach here.
You always have it within hand's reach.
Right, I think I do. Oh shit, it's a little bit further than hand's reach, but maybe is it you said what year did you say it was?
77.
Is it Close Encounters?
God damn it. I'm making it too easy for him. This is the Columbia version, special edition.
Man, this is a great if you're into this, if you like this movie, Bill, you really got to get this Blu-ray. This thing has, look at this. It has 3 different versions of it. It has the original theatrical version, it has the special edition, and then it has a director's cut. And when you go inside of this, it gives you a map to let you know the differences of the 3 versions. So you can know what you're missing. It even has in the backside of it is a poster. So you got the poster, right? But then it has like a map to basically let you know which one you're watching or what differences there are. And I mean, this is one of the movies. This is definitely a childhood favorite of mine. I remember watching this on TV and being mesmerized by it. And so when I found this at my favorite thrift store, my favorite super secret thrift store that nobody else knows about, Bill, this was in it. And so I just got it for like $2. And I was going to buy it. Like the day before, I was on Amazon reading the reviews and everything. And I was like, oh, I got to get it. And the next day I manifested it for sure. But this would be right up your alley, buddy.
I'd love to take a look at that poster.
It even comes with a book too. So you even get a little book. It goes over, it's the 30th anniversary collection is what you're looking for.
Okay.
It's a pretty cool little book. I mean, it's basically just like set photos and stuff like that.
Okay. This is the last one, and it is the toughest.
Oh shit! Tougher than Bullet?
This is serious business now, because
Oh.
this is for real. This is for all the marbles. If
All the marbles, I'm not agreeing to that. I feel like I'm happy with the marbles that I've won already.
if Chris Roberts gets this, then
oh, dude, I mean, you're setting me up for failure. Look at you. Go ahead.
If he gets this, he gets that put in the bottle.
Oh shit! I get the censor.
And this is easy because it's well within your time frame of watching stuff.
What are you gonna break out something from the 30s?
2003.
Okay.
Okay, that's all you're getting. No, you get the byline.
Any movie from 2003.
2003. You ready? Here it comes.
I'm listening. And look, I've not been Googling either. I don't want you guys to think that. My phone's like way over here.
Actually, there's two cut lines. I'll give you both of them. Oh yeah, the one's like the review, what the reviewer says, right?
Okay. Okay.
The byline is an eye for an eye, your life for a tooth. And the reviewer, Scott Harito from Tech TV, he writes, for sheer terror, it runs rings around the ring.
Okay. So is it I never watched this movie, but it making me think that it's The Grudge.
An eye for an eye,
And
your life for a tooth.
Your life. Okay, so it must not have been The Grudge because you just totally ignored that because you don't want me to fail. Okay.
I do want you to fail.
I appreciate that. I do have House on Haunting Hills right there. Oh, an eye for an eye, your life for a tooth. No.
Chat? Close Encounters?
Well, he actually guessed that. I didn't notice it, but he guessed that when the other one came out.
And this is another garbage one. Chris Roberts said throw in the garbage, by the way.
Wow. An eye for an eye, your life for a tooth. I guess it wasn't The Grudge. I can't imagine that's the Saw tagline.
2003, if that helps.
Well, you did say 2003, so I'm trying to think. There was a lot of an eye for an eye, life for a tooth. I can't. All right. Give me one letter, Bill. Help me out here.
A letter?
Well, because, I mean, you've already given me one guess, and I do appreciate that. Okay, so it wasn't The Grudge. I can't imagine it's Saw. I'm trying to think of the movies that came out in 2000. I mean, Final Destination. I know it's not that. Ghost Ship. It's not that. I'm trying to think of the movies that came out during that time frame.
Yeah, and it's hard. It's tough. It's not an easy one.
I mean, it's like Hostel came out then, but that wouldn't be on VHS because that came out after. Because it's a VHS movie, correct?
Yeah, it's on VHS.
2003.
Can I give you a spine photo? Do you think that would help?
I mean, I guess better than a letter. Oh man, you're almost showing it to me. God, I don't know that picture. Boy, that's really clear. A tooth for a tooth. So that makes me feel like it's something to do with teeth. It's something to do with teeth, Phil. Am I getting close?
I have no idea. I haven't seen it.
I don't know, man. I guess I'm not gonna get that censor, man. That sucks. Why would you do that to me, man? What's the first letter? Give me the first letter.
Had to make it hard. First letter is a D.
A D.
Chat can't even throw a guess out there for this.
A D. A D.
Big D. That's what you are.
I feel like a big douche right now, not knowing this. Because I mean, it is a horror movie, but 2003, man, was really a bad time for horror.
Yeah, I thought you big horror guy. Yeah, look at my horror tapes.
Well, but I like good movies, good horror movies. Bill, that sounds horrible. D. I can't even guess on that. D. That's crazy. Well, I think you stumped me on that one.
All right.
Okay. Which is it?
What do I win?
You win nothing
from you.
You should get blocks. You set me up. You're supposed to be my sidekick here.
I win the new thing, the technology you're going to show us coming up next.
Yeah, shit. It'll cost me $500 to ship it to you, but that is coming next.
I don't know how. You didn't guess. Darkness Falls.
See? That's a vampire movie too, I think.
Is it?
I think, is it?
I
Yeah,
couldn't
I
even
think.
give you stars because I don't know any of
Yeah,
these.
yeah. See that? All right. Hey, well, you didn't do nothing wrong. It was fair. Hey, but do you have a store rental copy that not only was it a rental from Madman Video? Look at that. Tell me that's not a great name for a rental store, huh? Madman Video.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but it was also resold by 2 other places apparently. I think I don't know what Rent Tracks is. Rent
Track.
Rent Track. I don't even know what that is. Sorry, man. It's really shaky there. But eventually, it was sold at Valley Video for $5.95. Now, you might have already seen the title. Did you see the title?
No.
Okay, so I'm gonna flip this on you. It's 101 minutes.
I don't like
Okay.
doing this.
No, you don't like this? 101 minutes. It has what's his name? It's a Steve Miner film. It's starring C. Thomas Howell, which you can't guess, Matt, because you have the hugest C. Thomas Howell collection in existence. So you're out of the equation, Matt. So don't do it.
Who is C. Thomas Howell?
Everybody knows, and Matt has like 80 of his movies. All of them. He has all of his movies. Yes, he has them all. Okay. This is a comedy with heart and soul. All right. And I believe it's 87. Let me double check. It doesn't have it on here, but I'm kind of guessing. 86. Actually, I was close. The 86 movie.
That's what I was thinking, SF. Soul Man.
Bullshit.
Well, because you said heart and soul. That's the only thing I could think of. Soul
Well,
Man.
why didn't you say it?
Well, it was there first.
No.
Nice.
Yeah. Boy, this movie would never be made today. Look at that, man. They got Darth Vader in it.
Who's the Howell guy? Which one's Howell?
He's the Soul Man.
What?
Oh, stop it. There's a mosquito here. I'm trying to kill it. Okay. I didn't want it to get away. This is the only one Matt doesn't have. I actually think I have an extra copy, Matt. I will send it to you. Not this one. I'm keeping this, but I think I have a third copy. I will send it to you. Soul Man. All right. You
All
want
right.
one more before I show the grand finale, Bill?
Sure.
Okay. It's a 1981 movie. It's a fantasy movie. Okay. Doesn't have a tagline, but there's 3 words in the title. 3 words in the title. What are you doing? Why are you looking at it?
I'm not doing anything. I'm trying to think.
The movie's 2 hours and 8 minutes.
Trying to think. Nothing's happening.
Okay. I think I could read this part. Through the history of mankind, the times that are most recorded in mythology and song are those of great deeds and fantastic adventures.
Are we talking Conan the Barbarian?
We are talking Conan the Barbarian.
Yes.
There you go. You're 1 for 2.
That other one? No, I got them both.
You didn't get Soul Man. You can't have Soul Man. Sorry.
I certainly can.
Now, you could have kept guessing and eventually got there, so I will give you that. So we'll just call it a wash. All right, this is the last one for you, and then I'll show the grand finale. Okay.
Holy.
Oh man, this tagline should just give it to you right away.
Oh, here we go.
It really should. And if you don't get it with this tagline, you suck, dude. This is a comedy. Okay, trying to see the year on it. I'm gonna have to say this is late 90s, mid to late 90s. Where is it at? Doesn't have a date on it, Bill. So you're gonna go dateless, but I would say it is probably. Trying to think where I was living when I saw it. I'll say it's 95, 94, 95. Okay. And this was the launch of a comedian's career in acting. And the tagline goes, if you don't get it with this tagline, you're done. You lose. You have to send me that thing that you're not wanting to give me now. All right. Also, this is the #1 hit soundtrack on Billboard's pop album chart. So the soundtrack of this movie was #1 on the Billboard's pop album chart. Okay. And here's the tagline. You ready?
Yep.
A lot can go down between Thursday and Saturday. No guesses, please. Nobody in the audience. Not on this one. Because this is for all the marbles.
This is for all the marbles.
Yep, this one's all the marbles. A lot can go down, and it launched the comedian's acting career. Whether or not you like the career is debatable.
In the 90s?
90s. This is definitely mid 90s. And it's super pop culture, man. Like, there's a lot of little things that there's definitely something that people say when they're trying to, like, shut somebody up.
Trying to shut some. And nothing's 48 Hours came to mind, but that's not 90s.
No, and it didn't launch anybody's career.
Well,
no.
Was Eddie
Murphy was already a star by 48 Hours. That might have launched his acting career, but he was already an actor on Saturday Night Live. So
that launched his movie career. So
career. Sure.
I think I win.
I'll give
that's
you that.
Good enough.
That's not it. That's not it. It's not the movie.
I just gave you a fact.
That's a fact. That has nothing to do with it. I will give you one other hint. This one should lock it down for you. This should really lock it down for you, Bill. If you don't get it on this hint, seriously.
I don't like the pressure. It's the pressure you put on me.
The pressure. You don't like it. But yet I came through under pressure.
Well,
I did. My track record speaks for itself. Here's all the pressure. This is it.
I'm giving you giant blockbuster movies like Bullet and stuff.
This is a big movie. This might not be big from your generation, but this is big for a different generation. It's a big comedy. It's a comedy that still has cultural relevance. Okay? And Dr. Dre did one of the songs on the soundtrack. Come on now.
How's that supposed to help me?
That it kind of helps you. And I don't even know if I should give you this hint. It might be too much of a hint. Might be too much of a hint.
Nothing's helping. Far.
We're still in Black History Month. That's all I'm going to say.
Well,
that's all I'm going to say, Bill. Black History Month. I gave you the tagline. Told you about the comedian. Dr. Dre's on the soundtrack. Mid 90s. You have egg all over your face, Bill. The film, 100% mid-90s. It was 1995, just like I
God damn it. No, I don't got it.
Nothing.
I was going to say like Rush Hour, but that would have been later.
Yep. You're going to be so upset with yourself. And I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty sure that you've even said this catchphrase that I think I've heard you say it.
I think when I saw that Dr. Dre in the soundtrack,
it's not Boys in the Hood, but we're not guessing right now. We're letting Bill
hang
in the wind.
I'm done hanging. That we don't know.
So you've committed that you're wrong. You're done. You're horrible at this game. You lost.
Give me the letter.
Okay. I gave you the word. If you would have been listening, I actually gave you the word. I'm sorry, SF. I appreciate you, buddy. I want him to to struggle. All right, I'll give you a letter. This should get it for you. If you don't get it with this letter, Bill, then just shutting the podcast down and you're off, and
Okay.
it's just me and by myself. It
No, you
starts
can
with
have SF on.
I'll have SF on, the real guesser,
Yeah.
a real expert. F.
Freaky Friday?
That's your guess?
I guess.
Oh, dude, you're so bad at this. This is a cult classic. This is just a classic. Here. Anybody want to tell him before I show it to him?
Okay, tell me.
Go ahead, creep. You know it, creep. He probably just logged off because he was tired of seeing you struggle. Here, does this help?
I can't see it. Chris Tucker. I said Rush Hour.
Uh-huh. But this is the movie that launched his career. Do you still not know it?
No, I never seen that movie.
And this is a big
No,
hit.
I never seen that movie.
You've never seen Friday.
I've never seen that movie. Never seen that
movie.
movie.
Know it exists.
And that's a comedy?
And you've never said bye, Felicia. I think I've heard you say
No,
that.
I've never said
I
that.
think I've heard you say bye, Felicia.
I had no idea that's even where it's from.
That's where it's from. Bye, Felicia.
Come on. I'm up here in Canada. I don't know that stuff.
During Black History Month, Bill. Come on. Out of all the months.
That is not a big movie. And no,
it's a huge movie. It was the number one on the Billboard. The box can't lie. Look at that. Number one soundtrack. I didn't make that up. Look at the now, you want to hear the tagline again, Bill? See how bad you are at this?
I've never seen the movie, so it's not gonna help.
But a lot can go down between Thursday and Saturday.
That's what I said. Freaky Friday.
No. Look. Got Debo in it.
Okay. So you and Josh are gonna host the next VHS collection.
It's no excuse. I know all about it from pop culture references.
I give you Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and you give me some.
What about that last movie, Before Dawn, or whatever it was, whatever the hell it was called? I never even heard of that movie. It's garbage.
Now we're out of time. You're not gonna have time to show your.
We're gonna show this right now. We're gonna go into overtime. All right. Have you ever seen one of these, Bill? Look at this beauty.
No, I've never seen that. And
let me give it a little point of reference here because it's kind of dark where I'm sitting. Where's that damn white tape?
Look at that thing.
Look at this beautiful thing. It looks like a computer tower.
Yeah, it's so big. I'd love to take it apart and see how the inside is doing.
See. Oh, I'm putting it in backwards. I just broke it, Bill. All right, here we go. So yeah, you pop the tape in that way,
and it grabs it.
Yeah, well, yeah, but you push it a little bit, and it does, yeah. And then it's got this little thing here.
Holy!
Look at all that stuff. It was for dubbing. I guess one of the sales point was. Well,
show us those knobs again for more than 2 seconds.
Well, listen,
us tech guys love that.
This thing is heavy, buddy.
It's heavy.
It's heavy. I'm telling you.
Focus for just a second.
I'm trying. You seeing anything?
Yeah, so you can change your audio levels and shit.
All right, let me get my arm comfortable here. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, you can change. It's got pots for audio and your channels, and I don't know what the other switches are for. Can't make them out, but there's a lot of
stuff going on.
Yeah,
I'll read some of them here, and maybe you'll know. So you got phones level. So I'm assuming that's for the headphones. Hi-fi recording level, picture sharpness. You got the DUP off and on. You got AFC, normal or special. You got source selector, so auxiliary, simulcast, tuner. It's a level indicator, which also included a hi-fi track. Counter memory, ALC, Band, which was TV, cable, or HRC. Got the timer button, SP or EP. Got a dim. Had some audio settings, tracking settings. Yeah, and they didn't even call it a VCR. They called it a stereo audio video recorder. So I wonder if they were trying to do their own thing or not pay some sort of royalties to whoever had the royalty on the term VCR. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't think that was a thing, but it could have been.
Well, because at the bottom it does show VHS Hi-Fi HQ. So if you look at that, I mean, it definitely let you know it's for VHS, but they did not want you to. They didn't want to pay any extra. And then look at the back too. Like you could even use this as a hook the monitor right to the back. So if you only had one power source.
Oh, right. Yeah, it feeds audio back or the power back
out. Yeah, this is heavy duty shit, dude.
Yeah, it looks like it has like cooling built in.
Oh yeah. A guy on because it really got a lot of
it's Zenith at the top.
Yeah, it's a Zenith, which I'm not saying Zenith had its day with televisions back in the day. They have since kind of fallen off. I don't even think they're relevant anymore at all. But there was a guy on Twitter who had said that his family, when they bought one, the salesman was telling them how these were really considered like dubbing decks, and they talked them into buying two of them so they could set them up, and while they're playing a tape, it would dub right over to the other tape, which you could do that with any VCR, but I guess because of the quality of the time, and having all those options of audio quality, sound, the levels and everything, and being that it was kind of a space saver, I guess. I mean, I just think it just looks cool. I don't know what it cost back then. I'm assuming.
What's the model number on it?
Yeah, but I believe there's two models of this. Let me see. That's a serial. There you go. So it's a VRD 530 HF, and I believe there's a 630 as well. And I think that's it. I think there was two models of it.
It's from 1988. It's actually manufactured by JVC.
Yeah, which actually gives it a little bit of credence, or it actually makes me feel a little better about it being that JVC was involved. Because back then they made really quality VCRs.
Yeah.
Anytime I come across a JVC VCR, if it's cheap, I pick it up.
A vertical player.
Yep.
I got a picture of the manual here. Let me.
Yeah, somebody sent me that. You must have just found the exact same thing someone else came across.
The vertical VCR.
Yep, that's what they sent me. That's some cool stuff, man. Because there's a holy grail of mine that there's a TV that has a VCR built into it, but it's a vertical one where it's on the side, and there's a couple different models. I'll see people post them online, on Instagram, stuff like that, and So I've been on the lookout for a vertical VCR. It was so weird. This was again my secret spot. And we had just showed up. I went earlier than normal because there was really no good estate sales going on yesterday. Yesterday. And I went right to this one section because I was looking for a cable for my son's stereo. And so I said, I'll go over there really quick. And that was sitting right there on the floor. And I was like, well, I guess I'm buying a VCR. Got it for $10, Bill.
Have you tested it yet?
I have tested it, but it was kicking the tape back out. So I think it was kind of a situation where the tape I was using, it was just the one tape I was using. But it actually helped me in the moment because it just popped the tape back out a couple times. And I told the guy, well, it's not working. And he's like, okay, well, How about $10? I'm like, okay. I would imagine even if I can't get it to work, let's say it's not working, it powers up and everything looks good. I could sell it broken probably for $300 or $400. But my goal would be if it's not working, that friend of mine who fixed my television, I'm going to see if he'll fix this whenever he gets back. He's taking a trip out of the country. So whenever he gets back, I'm going to be like, hey, buddy, if it's not working, I have to double check. I haven't tested it since I gotten set up. So we'll see. But it was kicking the tape back out. So I was like, that kind of sucks. But the fact that it's powering on and everything, it could be fixed if it's not. You know, it can't be something that dramatic if it's just kicking tape back out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it could easily just be a belt that slipped off, or the little sensor that tells it the tape is secure.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Those are all just little mechanical levers and stuff.
Which, I mean, worst case scenario, it's not working at all. Like I can't get it fixed. Then I would probably just keep it for looks, but I know I could sell the parts if I needed to. You know, listen, for $10, I don't care if it works. I mean, I want it to work, obviously, but just owning it is really cool because this is something you never come across. And I think it should be an easy fix. I'm not too concerned about that.
Yeah, well, geez, that'd be a great Duke project too.
Yeah, I know, but this thing weighs a ton. It would probably cost me $100 to mail it to him.
Mm-hmm. Well,
but I am going to go visit Duke. I don't know when, but
what?
We're going to do a get together.
No, you don't get to visit Duke before me. That's totally not fair.
Well, I'll visit you too.
No, I mean,
no, I know
visit Duke.
No.
They're not letting you over the border.
They won't let you over the border.
Yeah.
Or they won't let you back.
Yeah.
Like, we got that guy out. Let's leave him there. Yeah. No, I do actually want to go up to Canada at some point too. We're winding it down here. So we appreciate all you guys sticking around for the overtime. So my credit card, I got a couple, but they're all like paid down and everything. Well, this one, it's like, hey, you've been doing so great. Your credit score's up. Guess what? We're going to give you $2,000 more credit. I'm like, well, I didn't ask for this. But now I'm like, how much airfare is going for right now?
No, you don't want that.
Yeah, and you know what? Every laser disc player I've ever come across in the wild has not worked. They're always an issue. That guy, though, that I was telling you about that's repaired my TV for me and who I hope will repair this, he came up, he 3D printed a part that's a commonly broken part on a laser disc player and he fixed it. And then he's such a cool dude because what would you do if you came up with this thing that would fix this problem on this very popular laser disc player, Bill, that all these guys are wanting fixed? What would a shark like you do?
Well, I would set up a free thing to hand it out to anyone who needs it.
You would do that?
Yeah, a free depository. Maybe you could donate to like a charity or something in the name of the part.
Yeah. See, I suspect you would just hold it up for ransom and make all these poor old timers who want to fix their laser disc player to pay you the big bucks. But he just put the schematics out there. He put hey, he went into the forums because there was a guy in the forums trying to do the same thing you would probably do. He made an inferior one because the first thing he did is he tried to make that guy's inferior. He looked at it and he thought, oh, let me try that. And he realized it's like, oh no, this is going to, the guy even says it's not going to last forever. He's like, I could do better than that. He made one that's going to fix the problem pretty much permanently. And if not, you have the ability to 3D print this part again. And he fixed it. So I wish I knew more about the models and all that, but I'll just send it to you. The guy's name is Dirty Horror, right? So like horror movie, Dirty Horror. He's on Instagram. He also has a YouTube channel called Retrocution, all one word, where he shows some of his repairs, some of his hacks. He kind of just stopped putting stuff on the channel, but man, maybe enough people go back and start watching some of his older videos, which he actually has very popular videos. Maybe it'll spark his desire to put up more videos. But this guy's I always tell him, you're like a genius, man. This dude's really smart. He could be solving world's problem. The world's problems if people let him, because he could fix your Blu-ray player, your DVD player, your Laserdisc player. Like he would have fixed Duke's CD thing probably in 15 minutes. Poor Duke's probably going to do 9 videos on it. He would have fixed it in like 8 minutes or something. It's just been like, oh, here you go, it's a belt.
Yeah, I've known guys like that, especially working in broadcasting. Some engineers are, and then there's other engineers that just. I remember I had a button that didn't work on my switcher. It was just it would stick, and it was the button's problem. And this was a switcher that was not made anymore, wouldn't be made anymore, no spare parts anywhere. He comes back with another button. Like, where did you get that button? It's like, oh, I made it. This is before 3D printing.
Yeah.
It's like, you made a button? How do you make a plastic button with the words and everything in there? I don't know. They're magicians.
If he told you, he'd have to kill you.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so that's that, man.
Okay.
Oh, hey, one more thing. Look at this. Did I show you this last time? Look at this little 2 tape. I think I did. Did I show you? No, I didn't.
I don't think so. You're all pixelated, but I think it's the Twilight Zone.
I'm all pixelated. You look fine to me.
Yeah.
There you go. It's a Twilight Zone, but it has like this extra footage. It's really cool. It has a 10-minute like a sales pitch reel that Rod Sterling did to kind of sell it to networks.
Yeah.
And then it also has an interview, like a separate interview with them. The interview's really grainy, but the pitch reel is pretty good. And then at the time, these two they didn't show them that encounter and the occurrence at now they show them now, but they were like those episodes that they wouldn't show anymore. But anyway, I think it's a cool little box set.
That is cool. That interview would be cool to find on this channel.
I know. And that's one of the reasons I wanted to show you. I've been meaning to show it to you, and it's been a while.
We'll get that transferred. You'll get a high quality transfer on Midnight is Flashing of that.
Ooh. The He-Man She-Ra movie. I must not have showed these tapes. I guess
no, I've not seen that cover, that version of it.
Yeah, it has kind of like a weird. Matt was intrigued by it too. It's definitely a different art style on that cover. On the back, it's clips from it's the He-Man She-Ra episode. I got
don't
this
see She-Ra anywhere.
Oh, you're right, but it is though. No, maybe it's not. Wait a minute, where'd I get She-Ra from? I guess that was Tila. No, you're right, but somehow this was some movie that they put out. It's the greatest adventure of all. Maybe this is the pilot.
Yeah, I don't remember that robot in the pilot. I
don't either. Yeah, you're right. That isn't She-Ra. Why did I think it was She-Ra? I just saw a chick on there, and I just thought that's Tila. Yeah, pretty cool, huh?
That is cool.
All right, buddy.
All right. So don't forget the collectors will be coming back too on Start to Continue YouTube channel. Don't forget to head over there and be subscribed for that. We're going to show off some cool collection stuff. I'm thinking Friday or Thursday. What'd I say? No, Wednesday or Thursday. That's my availability this week.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Roberts.
Yeah.
Come on. Wednesday or Thursday? That's 48 hours.
No, this is 48 hours. But I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully. I'll have to see how my work schedule goes.
And if it is Thursday, it will be a little bit earlier because I got to go to bedtime on the Thursday.
Yeah,
early Fridays. So makes it even tougher to get Chris Roberts on. But he's a tough guy to lock in. But we get him on the Midnight is Flashing channel all the time.
Well, I want to be there. It is one of my top 3 favorite podcasts to be involved in. But it's tough, man. Work's been a bitch. So, and if you had that filter hooked up right now, you wouldn't heard that word.
Yeah.
So he's going to get that worked out by the next time we do a VHS show. He's going to have that either in the box mailed to me in the States, or he's going to have it hooked up to the channel so it filters it out. One or the other.
Sounds like a lot of work.
Well,
But
you did miss out on this really easy movie to guess. Something that went down between Thursday and Saturday. Get out of here, Bill.
I said
I
Freaky
thought for
Friday.
sure
That should
you
get
would-
half points.
it gets negative
I
points.
said it. That said the
There
title.
were some freaks in the movie, though. But anyway, finish it up, Bill.
That's it. Thanks for joining us. Thanks everyone in the chat. It's fun chatting with you. Glad to see you coming by. We'll be back probably in a couple weeks to do it again. Show more tapes. See
Absolutely.
what Chris Roberts finds. Thanks, Chris, for appearing on today's show as usual. Thanks for making the time.
Hey,
good
thanks
seeing
for
you.
being here, man.
Okay, that's Chris Roberts. Look at him. He's got Planet of the Tapes on TikTok. Check that out. Retro Nonsense Podcast is live right now too. And for me, go over to the Start to Continue YouTube channel and check that out.
Absolutely.
And my podcast, STC Pod, is back
and better than ever.
Better than ever. Okay, I'll take that. Thank you.
Yeah, it is. You did. Hey, thanks for guessing along there, SF98. Appreciate it, buddy.
Thanks, guys. We will see you next time.
Bye. Yeah, it's